Hello and welcome. Happy Friday, you guys. So, welcome back. I apologize for not posting videos sooner. I am very grateful though for you to allow me to be sporadic in my video uploading. Um, but I must tell you that I had just made, I don't know how many, one, two, three, four, around 4 videos I had just shot. And in those videos, you will hear me say, today I'm going to make a cup on Putin, and that'll be later. However, when I did the cup on Putin, I decided to post this video first. So you're gonna get, the following videos are going to tell you I'm posting a Putin video later on, but actually you'll see this one first. Reason is because I was not expecting this cup, you guys. Look at this cup. Look at this cup on Putin, you guys. Now tell me, you guys that have been with me for a long time, it does not take an expert to know what that is. That is war, you guys. That is fighting. That is killing. That is people shooting and stabbing and dying and fighting. That is chaos in battle. Chaos in battle, you guys. And this is a cup on Putin, on Vladimir Putin. Now, when I did the cup on him, I was expecting intrigue, and there is intrigue in this cup, but I was expecting less violent intrigue. Now, let me gather myself because I don't even know where to start. I saw this cup and I usually need like 15 to 20 minutes to figure out what the heck is going on in the cup. It was like flashes, boom, 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 boom. I think it took me less than 60 seconds, less than a minute to figure out what the whole cup was about. And hold on, let me begin. But hold on, I gotta take a breather because this is crazy. All I ask is for my brain and for my tongue to be in unison. Because sometimes my emotions take such hold of me that I'm not able to communicate precisely what I see in my mind's eye. This is the handle. Whatever is happening in the handle or is closest to the handle will be the soonest. This is Putin. And by the way, on a humorous note, remember I said that Trump wears hookah boots? Putin wears major hookah boots. He's working it and owning it in those hookah boots. His are way bigger than Donald Trump's hookah boots. So here he is with his lifts, high heels too. And there's a man, a dark, tall gentleman, well, medium complexion, not super dark, but medium complexion, offering Putin money. And Putin is kind of taken aback. Putin is here and he's kind of taken aback. He always comes out like far away and small because he's never like in the middle of the problems. He's mostly like, far away in his evil lair, kind of figuring things out. But here, someone goes to meet him. And the gentleman that goes to meet him is of medium complexion, very tall, robust man, and is offering him either money or a peace treaty of sorts, or both things. And the man is thinking about the children. The man is going there in the name and in the sake of the children. And here are kids behind him. This is a little girl behind him. And here is a dead child. Here's an injured child. And this made me so sad. You guys, look at this little baby all alone, this tiny kid. You see him with his head down, or her? Here is a little girl. She's older than these kids here. So here's the man proposing some sort of documents or money to Putin here. Putin is taking it back. And here's the little girl. Oh, the blur. And here is a kid dead. And here are injured children. And then here's this tiny one all by himself crying. He has no one to protect him, no one to speak for him, no one to advocate for him. But this person may try to. Now, I don't know what the freaking hell Putin is doing or will do that is going to put many, many children in the path of death, destruction, illness, amputation, maimeness, orphans. He is going to cause so much pain to children. Look at that, you guys. And behind Putin, there's a woman. There's a woman facing away from him and the gentleman and looking towards these children. And there's another woman looking after the children here. Now, I know that Turkey and Syria and all that has blown up in their faces. So it could be that part of the world. Things are going to get worse there. And the children are going to bear the brunt of it. And the young men. Here, Putin, who has his nasty tentacles everywhere all over the world, he's realizing that he is mingling in places and in situations that he has no control over, and he's losing any control or any sort of potential that he saw in the area because things are going completely awry. And the guy here is telling him this is what's happening, and he's taken it back, and he's kind of looking down and kind of thinking, you know, I have effed up. I think I've effed up. And here is the guy telling him, look at all these children, look at everything that's happening. And here you have 4 politicians, people in power. Look how heavy they come out. Sometimes people in power come out really heavy, even if they're not obese. They just come out heavy because, I don't know, I've noticed that in the cup. And these people are talking about the children again. The children. And you know what? I think that in the middle of the war, I know I keep saying that, but this is going to be the year of the earthquakes, you guys. I think there's going to be something going on with the land as well. It's not just going to be the war. There's going to be stuff going on in the land. It could be earthquakes or something weird in the land. The actual soil, the actual earth. So these 4 men are meeting in a building, and I see a tall building, and every time I see stuff in the Middle East, I see these beautiful buildings. Again, this is a very difficult cup. I might take another break. Hold on. So if you hear these strange little noises in the background, that's my husband playing Car Warriors? I don't know, some old game, video game. Okay, so as I was saying, these buildings in the Middle East, these beautiful buildings, just making sure that the mic is good. And these people are meeting there, so they're going to the Middle East to meet, to discuss the problems with the war, the young men fighting, the children dying, the destruction. There's going to be major explosion and destructions all around. There's going to be nothing left. There will be nothing left. This is horrendous, you guys. Us that are not in that area of the world, we need to be grateful and count our blessings. And we need to hold these greedy bastards responsible for the death of all these people and children. So here we have a woman, a religious woman, who has at least one, okay, religious, because you see this at the bottom. To me, this is some sort of church. I think this is a Muslim woman. I think it's a Muslim woman because she comes out again at the bottom. But here is this woman of a religious background with children that she's taking care of. It could be her own or just children that she's taking care of. One here, and then a bunch of them around her. Going there with documents and papers and asking for money from this other person. I think it's a man. I can't tell right now if this is a man. Some people, they're more androgynous in their body, and it's hard to tell when it's a man or a woman, but I think this is another man. He's a light-skinned man with light hair who meets with this religious woman who's in charge of taking care of those kids. And this man also wants to help the children and pregnant women that are expecting, and children. And the Muslim woman or the religious woman, darker than him, and him get together and they confabulate some sort of plan. Meanwhile, there's war all around them. They come together to try to help as many people as they possibly can. And this is a cup for Vladimir Putin. Now, these people are people in his life. These people are like, this man, we need to take action because his ego and his ambition is stronger than anything, is stronger than his conscience. So basically they realize that they're dealing with some sort of psychopath, and the only way out is to make him look good. The only way to get the psychopath to back away is to give him an out and make him look good. And I think that's what's going on here. And here are the people fighting, and that they planned this, but the fight is going to still keep going. The fight is still in the midst right here. This is them with their plan, getting together, crying, hugging, looking to each other for solace. Look at the kids inside them. This is a woman, a pregnant woman inside this guy. And so he's looking after them. And this is a woman who has children. See, one here and one here. A woman who's taking care. And you see how this comes out like a dome, like a Duomo kind of round. To me, that's always churches and religious things like that. And here you have these people fighting. So as time goes on, Putin goes to a building and I guess may meet with them or a representative of theirs and speak of, and here there are the documents again and the money. Documents and or money. I already explained that it's hard for me, since money is paper, to distinguish between money and documents. But because we're talking about Putin, I'm guessing there's money involved, both things. So here Putin goes to this place in this building, and there is some documents and money waiting for him. And I think this person here, see this man here and this woman inside of him? This is some sort of union, and I think it's this man and this woman. I think this head up here, from here on, is this man. And this woman, inside of him is this woman. So these people are going to be responsible for Putin getting a freaking award, people. He's gonna get an award for peace and helping children. Meanwhile, he's the one causing all the problems there. See how these politicians work? And these people mean well. This is their only out that they see. To award Putin, to make him look like, okay, so Putin basically caused all this. But he doesn't want to face that. He doesn't want to look like the bad guy. So they give him an out. They confabulate this plan to make him look like, we're going to make you look like you are helping. Like you have nothing to do with, like not straight out, but they're going to say, Putin, if you help us stop this and that, you're going to be a savior. We're going to give you an award where you're going to be recognized. You're going to be recognized throughout the world for helping. And this man and this woman are going to be responsible for Putin getting an award. You see that clear as day, people? Clear as day. You see this man giving this little guy an award? Do you see that? In the middle of all this death and all this war, this is their only out. They have no money. They have no power. They are not world leaders. But they have a conscience and they're hurt. And they have children dying at their feet every single day. And so what do they come up with? Let's give motherfucker Putin an out. And Putin's like, okay, I always like looking good. I always like coming up as the good guy. And they're gonna give him a freaking award. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Okay, and like a good soap opera, stay tuned for commercial breaks because I can't take it. I just can't keep going. I get all worked up and I don't want to start screaming. I need another break. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back. Took my little break. Drank some water. Now, I hope that is not the Nobel Peace Prize here that they're giving him. Woo! Get chills. I hope. Oh, I got chills. It could be, you guys. I hope it's not. So here is, after he gets a Nobel Peace Prize or whatever award that they're going to give him for peace or helping children. Remember the man and the woman? Okay, so the man and the woman, the man and the woman. And then after Putin gets the prize or the award, there's still going to be some fighting and children here. He may not completely fulfill his end of the bargain with them. And here they are with their backs turned against him. And they're walking away. They're walking away. He does not fulfill his end of the bargain completely. Oh my goodness. I hope I'm wrong about all this, you guys. I hope this is not true, but look at this. I'm sure you guys can see it too. I'm sure you guys can see it too, especially the ones that have been with me since the summer. A lot of you that have done readings with me tell me, like when I'm reading your cup, you guys are telling me, oh, this, and that. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I'm like, how did you know? You guys are learning, so you see, you don't let me down. You know that what I'm saying that I see here is what I see here. So they turned their backs on him. And then here is another person. And this has to be someone from the Middle East, someone from that area or region of the world. And this is a man, and he's talking to a soldier, I don't know, rebel, some sort of fighter. And that guy is ready to go. They're tired of it. They're tired of it. And they're kind of like protecting these kids here. They're being told we have some kids left and we need to protect their safety, and they're trying to look out for these kids that are here. And some of them are hurt or came in sick or ill. Most of them are fine physically, are fine, but some are ill as well. So here you have all the kids that are physically okay, and here you have some of the kids that are hurt. They're like divided into two. They have them separated. So here the kids that need extra care, who are physically ill or hurt or have been hurt by weapons, bullets, bombs, and things like that. And here you have the kids that are, mentally and they're psychologically hurt but are physically well. And then these people are taking care of them, and then you have this one guy protecting. It's like, we can't depend on Putin. We can't depend on these people. We can't depend on these leaders here. We're gonna have to do, and this is how these rebels are formed. This is how people become extremists. What a mess. Okay, and at the bottom of the cup here, I see another Muslim woman. Do you see the way that she's dressed? This is how Muslim people come out. Even Mohammed bin Salman, the Arabic people, come out kind of like this to me. This is their attire. This is a woman of intelligence, conscientiousness, goodwill, and power, and maybe even spiritual power. This woman here. And she is above all this. And you know what this is here? To me, this is blood. That is blood, you guys. There will be blood. And she is above this. And she sees all this. And she rises. And she's going to become renowned on earth, in our planet. And she will speak about all this that's gone on here. Protection to her, because you know when anybody does these things, their life is always in danger. And this is the most recent cup on Vladimir Putin. And that is what I see, you guys. I was not expecting this either. All the readings I did today, most of them I was surprised. Very, very surprised. I'll do a tarot on him some other day. Sometimes the cups take such a big bite out of me with these political readers. And I feel like I already know them, so I don't really need the tarot to help me figure stuff out about them. That I'm like, okay, I'm done. So that's my cup on Vladimir Putin. Thank you for joining me. I'm sorry if the sound is not too great. I'm trying as much as I can. Look at the mic that I got. It's like a professional mic. I've done everything possible. Once I edit it though, I don't know. Sometimes the sound gets messed up while I'm loading it on YouTube. I don't know. It doesn't sound the same as it does when I'm editing it and I'm listening to it and it sounds fine. And then when I have the video up on YouTube, it's terrible. So anyway, thank you for bearing with me. I told you I run a rink-a-dink operation here. But what I say is coming from my heart and is coming from my family tradition. And I'm so glad you appreciate the little bit that I can give. Blessings to you and your family. May you have all the protection and love in the world. Hugs to you all. All my heart. Thank you for being here. Have a great weekend, you guys. Bye.